Listen, I know it's not the popular message, but Spirit says trust in divine timing. Aren't you so sick of waiting though? I definitely feel a collective here who is sick of waiting on whatever they're waiting on. And I feel that they don't even know what they're waiting on. I'm talking about you. If you're tuning in here, I'm talking about you. Um you know that you've done some growing and healing. You can tell you're reacting to things differently. You can tell that things are moving. But like what are you waiting on? It's like you're waiting on something here. So we're going to get out tarot and we're going to ask Spirit to give us some guidance as to what we're waiting on, y'all. What are we waiting on? Yo. I paused. I don't know why I paused the video actually. It was just like pause and then I felt my cards calling to me. And so I just was like, okay, I'll open the drawer and see which one's called to me. Like, not tarot, but my oracle card. So I've got my romance and love deck here. So that's what you're waiting on is love. Oh, and then my cosmic deck called out to me. So I will be giving messages to the collective about love. And it feels like love on a cosmic scale. I'm not sure. We'll get there. And then I've got my forest friends here to back us up with any other confirmation or confirming energies here. So I'm excited about this reading, you guys. And that's the other energy I feel is that you are a little sick of waiting, but you're also knowing that in this waiting, important things are happening. And what comes after the waiting is also going to be spectacular. So spectacular, spectacular. I don't know. That movie Moulin Rouge was coming to mind there. I don't know if you've ever seen it. If you're a fan of the Elvis movie with Austin Butler, the director is the same director that did Moulin Rouge. He's a little quacky and quirky and has colors and lots. I had to watch Moulin Rouge more than once to appreciate it. Okay, so that's a message. So when I first watched Moulin Rouge, it was too much. Like there was so much going on, my brain literally could not pick up on everything. And then it became one of my favorite movies. So I watched it again because it called to me. Like it pulled to me. And I knew it was a movie that like had something, but it was just so overwhelming. So I waited a little bit, I watched it again, and I fell in love. So that's definitely a message here that there's some energy coming back around that you may have experienced someone or something. I'm getting a job for someone or a career path for someone or like a peek into something or like a relationship or maybe a person who showed up in your life, but it might have not been the right time. And so things felt overwhelming. So there's this, again, trust and timing, but also that this is coming back. You're going to give it another chance and it's going to be exactly what you... That is so interesting, you guys. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to share from my life because that's what I've been called to do. So I'm going to do it. And a card just came out, but I haven't looked at it yet from the romance deck. I started out as a teacher, elementary teacher, did about 4 years. And I knew it was a path for me. I knew it was a pretty good path. A solid path. I knew that. That's why I chose being a teacher. I wanted to move home though because I got divorced and I wanted to move back home. But when I did that, I went off of faith that I would find a teaching job real easily. I didn't find a teaching job real easily. So what happened was I panicked and was like, I think I'm going to have to find something else. What if I can't find a teaching job? I didn't want to substitute, even though I did out of desperation, but I knew I didn't want to just substitute, I needed my own classroom. So massage therapy came into my life. I'm not sure how at this point. I think it was an alignment that happened. And so I went to massage school. So I've had massage school. I'm a licensed massage therapist. And then as soon as I got my degree, I graduated from school in massage therapy and got my license. Guess what I got? A teaching job. And so it came back around. Well, I tried to maintain working as a teacher, as a massage therapist, and it was quite overwhelming. So I had to put one of those kind of on the back burner, and you can guess which one I did. Obviously, massage therapy. And I focused on teaching. And so I had 9, 10, 11 more years of teaching that I went through. And I still did massage therapy on the side just as for family and friends. And so now I chose, if you've seen my stories before, you know that I was a teacher before. And I chose to quit teaching after 15 years because it was draining. It was too much. And so when I first did massage therapy, it was overwhelming. It was completely overwhelming. And a lot because I was trying to do it with something else. So it was too much. And I couldn't give it my all, It always felt like I was being like I loved that time with people, and I loved the healing aspect of massage therapy. There was just something that it was like, I'm giving my all to teaching. I don't have much to give to this, but I had just enough, right? Just enough to keep it going along with me. And so now, and now that I quit teaching and I've fallen back on massage therapy, it has shown. It has become the star now in my life. I love it. I love connecting with people. I love the healing aspect. I love the energy that's involved in it. I love providing an experience for people that they walk away from going, oh my gosh, I needed that so bad. Because you guys, and I'm not afraid to say this, I've done a lot of healing and growing, enough so that when I put my hands on people, it's an energetic exchange that's happening. And because of my energy and what I do to lift it up and be in high vibing state, the clients I've attracted have all been specifically for me. It doesn't feel random. When a client shows up and I see them and I interact with them, I'm like, this is why I have you, so it feels very aligned. And you guys, the other thing that happened was I didn't find massage therapy right away. It took me 2.5 years after quitting teaching that I finally felt ready to go back out into the world. But anyways, that feels like enough about my story. That's the energy I'm feeling in this collective, though, is that of something's coming back around that you are more prepared for, that you can focus on now. Okay? So let's see what card came out. Wish. Wish, the wish card. Someone you wish for is coming into your life. So see, they are coming. They might already be in your life, but you've got to align to it. And there's a divine timing in everything. When I quit teaching, I could have gone straight into massage therapy, but it would not have worked because I wasn't ready. And so I gave myself time to get ready. Ooh, I gave my time. I did give my time. I spent my time healing and growing and building a more solid foundation within myself to be able to handle the different energies that I'm going to come across as a massage therapist. So there, a wish is coming true. A wish is coming true. And you guys, working where I'm working, it literally checks so many boxes that I had no idea that would be checked, that teaching never gave me. So so that feels very, I feel like someone here is very relating this to their career, but I also very much feel someone in this collective it's more a romantic partner, a love. So someone's coming back around, and you've done some healing, they've done some healing. Yeah, let's see what's happening here. Okay. Passion. Keep the flame of passion alive. It's the heartbeat of love. So this feels both related to career and a person. Give me a second. Oh, sorry. Oh man, y'all. This ice sugar cookie latte. I treated myself today for some reason. I don't know why. But I was like, treat yourself. Because it felt like, I don't know, I just felt like I was celebrating something. Spirit, what was I celebrating? Seriously, I pulled into Starbucks, like I felt almost magnetized to it. And I pulled in, 11:55 on the timer. I pulled in and it was like, I already knew I was going to get some food, but the lady was just like, are you feeling hungry today? And I'm like, I am going to order food. Like, it was aligned again. I was like, let me get your bacon egg bites, please. And then I ordered this drink because it seemed so fancy. Oh, and they said, looking good. I love it, you guys. But anyways, so I just felt like I was celebrating. Like, and that's all I kept hearing is that, like, treat yourself. Like, you deserve this. You know, I deprive myself of a lot of things because either money or, you know, just, you know, other people need this or blah, blah, blah. You know, I'm learning and practicing. I'm a practitioner of self-love, right? So I'm learning and practicing to love myself and like, I would so treat my friend to a Starbucks and some egg bites, no problem. But then doing it for myself, it just felt in the past, it felt weird. Today it felt right. It felt aligned. I was like, girl, celebrate, you know? So Starbucks and some egg bites from Starbucks because they're so good. And I just feel this passion for life again. Seriously, when I was at the end of teaching, I was dying, you guys. Like, I was so dead. And I know the people who were in my life are probably going, she didn't seem that miserable. She didn't seem like she was like that low or anything, you know. She seems to be exaggerating how bad off it sounds. But the reality is, you guys, I'm a very positive person. And I try to walk the positive path. But I think that was the problem. I wasn't allowing myself to go in a different direction. I was always like, gotta stay positive. You gotta pep yourself up. You gotta be there. You gotta show up. And so I was literally doing everything in my power to be this positive being when really I just was screaming inside. And I couldn't show up as anything else because that's what people expected me to be, was positive, you know? And this is all kind of a revelation right now that's going on. Like, I've never really had this thought in my head before. I think Spirit's kind of coaxing this out of me right now. I'm sitting here like doing this, like really like, so, and you know, today it's been rainy and I've cried several times today, But it hasn't been sadness. I know exactly what it is. It is releasing. This is a cleansing, releasing tears that I have had today. And so if you are crying, I know this video feels very focused on me, and I apologize, but I feel like this is what I'm talking about is going to relate to how you're feeling in your life, you know? And please feel free to share with me if you feel comfortable. I love reading how what I'm picking up on is relating to your life, you know? That's the Leo in me, probably. But yeah, and this passion, I feel not only for life again, like I feel the collective getting passion for life again, but also in whatever you're like, somewhat, like there's just, you're getting excited again, is what I feel. And it's like you've chosen to love yourself. You've chosen to show up for yourself. And that's why this love is coming around, this passion. Because you're attracting it right now to you. Even if you're in a relationship, I feel that it may have been in a kind of a dead spot. And now that passion's coming back alive. Because you're passionate about life again. It's like whenever you start to feel passion in one area, it kind of, it's a ripple effect to every other area of your life. I started feeling very passionate about doing this and my channeled art. An alarm just went off, almost like a ding, ding, ding. So that is a message from Spirit saying, get creative. When you open the flow to creativity, that ignites passion in every aspect of your life. See if you can find a correlation to feeling creative and feeling passionate. See if you can find a correlation. I bet there is one in your life. All right, anything else from... Nope, they want me to put the romance deck down for now. Doesn't mean it might not come back. And now they want me to focus on the cosmic deck. 1711 on the timer there. Ooh, I just got this really calm energy. Yeah, it's like they had to take me out of that passion energy and they wanted me to be calm for this. Okay, thank you, Spirit. All right, this is my cosmic deck. I may need to use the guide, but I'm going to try really hard to go based off my intuition and what Spirit's giving me. But first, Starbies. I promise this is not an advertisement for Starbucks. I just encourage you to treat yourself. All right, we've got universal healing. And look at those green colors. Oh man, the colors on here are very striking. Green, purple, yellow. I'm smiling because these are basically my wedding colors. Universal healing. So that to me feels like that there is healing happening in marriages, in very committed relationships. There's healing happening that I'm hearing you're going to have to go through some pretty intense, tough situations. But if you remember that you made a commitment, and that means that like when you take those vows of loving someone unconditionally through thicker, thinner, poorer, richer, sickness, health, you're saying no matter what, I'm with you. I'm with you no matter what. Of course, never stay in an abusive relationship, but Spirit doesn't want me to go there. So if there's not abuse or neglect or violence, take neglect out. Because we neglect each other sometimes because we're focused on ourselves. But anyways, if there's not violence or abuse, then it can be solved. It can be worked out, but it takes both parties, both partners, both energies to want to do it. Okay? That is important. But it also takes, they're just wanting me to remind you, it's like I'm giving you bullet points. It also takes remembering that you are responsible and accountable for your energy. Okay? So as if you see your partner doing something and you go, well, I could do this if they weren't doing that. Bullshit. bullshit. Okay? Yeah, no, that is a clear that is the biggest, clearest red flag sign that I could tell to anybody. If you are saying, I could do this, but if only they would blah, 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 you are the problem. I'm sorry for the harshness, the in your faceness, but that is the truth I have learned. Okay? So if you find yourself thinking and saying things like that, then you are the problem. And I'm going to be honest from my own life. I okay, just put it out there, spit it out. Okay, I couldn't focus on this, on my spiritual, or I felt like I wasn't going quick enough, or that it wasn't getting us the results we wanted, me and my husband and I, because he didn't think it was the way I should go. Right? So I was going, oh, he doesn't support me. No, what he saw was you having a very stable job, not realizing you were dying inside because you didn't communicate that to him. You tried to put on this happy face and be someone you weren't. So when you finally did tell the truth, it was kind of, blindside. It was a big, like, what? So it rocked everything, right? It rocked everything. That wasn't him. That was me. Had I communicated long before, like, hey, I really don't like what I'm doing. Like, I really dread going to work every day. There were signs. But come on, we're all dealing with our own stuff. And then when I finally said how I felt, he's like, I had no idea you felt this way. I know, man, and I'm so sorry. And so when I finally opened up the gates of communication, we were able to figure out what the hell was going on. Okay. And so that's what I feel in the energy of the relationships that are tuning in here, is that there is communication that is needed so badly in order to save your marriage. And it feels like the person I'm tuning into, whoever you are tuning into this message, you're the one who needs to communicate. I'm pretty certain of it. Okay. 1:36 on the clock. I don't know. I don't normally say numbers that don't repeat, but it wanted me to say it. Let's see what that is. That's 10. That's a completion. Yes. 3 is about communication. 6 is about love. 1's a new beginning. So yes, it takes communication to build a solid foundation. Note it. Is that going to be my new motto? It takes communication to build a solid foundation. Anyways, moving on. So now we've got Scorpio energy, which I believe that the full moon, or there's been Scorpio energy around astrologically, planetarily. So that's picking up on that energy. And Scorpio energy, to me, the death card in tarot is represented by Scorpio. So that feels to me this transformation. There's a transformation happening in committed relationships. This is a transformation happening within us in order to bring in this wish, this passion, this healing. There's such powerful healing happening right now. It's kind of in the air. It's buzzing in the air. I just got the idea to say that you notice when you start watching certain videos on YouTube or social media or whatever scrolling app you have, whenever you start watching a video you haven't watched before, it starts giving you those videos more and more and more. Then you might watch something different, then it gives you those videos more and more and more. You can almost look at the universe as the algorithm. When you show interest towards something, the algorithm boosts it out, and then it gives you more of similar things like that to because it thinks you might like it. That's where the universe gets it right, though. The universe knows exactly what you're gonna like. They know exactly what you want. But and there's that energy, but until you are aligned to it, it's not gonna stay in your life. You may come across it, it may be introduced to you, but for you to align to it so that it's fully in your life, you've got to maintain the energetic frequency that goes along with that you desire. And that takes healing. That takes deaths happening, as in cycles ending, releasing old beliefs and patterns in people and jobs that no longer serve you, releasing items from your life that no longer serve you. This is that purging, cleaning energy I've been picking up on. Okay. They want me to go back to romance, and then my forest friends want to come on out. So what is the next message here? Spirit. Great Spirit. 27 on the timer. Like 2700 on the timer as I say Great Spirit. 27 is a very spiritual and divine number. Basically saying that your connection with spirit is strong at this time, and they are working with you to make your dreams come true. Window. A new adventure in love is coming. Get ready. So a new window is opening. You feel the breeze. You feel the energy of that. That's just affirming the energy. You feel that something is coming. But you've got to trust in divine timing. All right, what forest friends would like to come forward now for the collective I'm tapping into? Let's see here. Oh, the baby deer. Sleeping fawn. Guess what this is? Self-care. Nurture yourself. It's okay to take some time out. Nurture yourself. Treat yourself. Heck yes. This is so affirming. I love it. And that's even what I said at the beginning, that they might come out to kind of affirm the energy. So yeah, take care of yourself. It's okay to take a nap. Goodness. If I hear one more person feeling bad because they sleep all the time, it's okay. Okay, so I am told to address those that have retired recently, or, you know, whatever recently may be for you. But there's a time when you have been working your whole life and then you retire and you have nothing to do. Your body goes, oh my God, I can stop being in survival mode. Oh my God, I can actually take a break. Oh my God. And so guess what? Your body takes a break. You sleep all the time. You take naps. And all these people who are retired who've been working their whole life don't know what to do with that. They think there's something wrong with them. They think that they have low energy. You do have low energy. But this is how you get it back up. You rest and recharge. And so there's people here, I feel, that have felt so bad for taking time to sleep, or there's energies around them that have made them feel that way. You should not feel bad about taking a frickin' nap, man. I'm sorry. Why am I getting so offended, defensive? Maybe that's your energy or someone, or I don't know. It just feels like you've been taught that naps are bad, or that they hinder you, or and some of you are like, if I take a nap, it's either going to be 30 minutes or like a quick 10 minutes, or like I'm done for the rest of the day, right? I have taken naps before without setting an alarm, and I will sleep for 3 hours and then wake up like totally lost. But I have full belief that in that 3-hour nap, my body was able to cells were able to regenerate. It just feels like my body was allowed to do what it needs to do to heal. And so we just feel so bad about doing this. Like it's wasting the day. Okay, we're not meant to be doing something every second of the day. The day is 24 hours long. You have so much of the day. Trust in divine timing. Trust in the energy. Sorry, I thought I saw something like floating above my camera, and I was trying to see if there was a candle lit or like incense was still burning. But I don't see anything. Anyways, moving on. We got the wise old badger. For purpose, be determined. As long as you stay true to your goals, you can overcome any obstacle. Yeah, so definitely this is that remembrance of why you started. Why did you start? What made you go, I want to do that, I'm going to do it? And then, because this feels like connected to that energy where you may have done something, but it was too much at the time, so you took a break from it, and now it's coming back around. Remember why you started. Remember why you started. Okay? They want me to get something. What? Is that it? No, there's something. Okay, they want... What? No? Okay. All right, let's ding the bell and clear some of that self-doubt energy. Because they wanted me to get the tarot. Guess what I started doing? Oh, I don't see how tarot could like I started convincing myself not to do it. Because I saw the timer. I was like, oh, this is going a little long. I want to keep it short. Why do I always want to keep videos short? I don't know why I feel pressured to do that. Maybe someone said something along my way that made me feel that way. So I released that now. I release the attachment to needing to keep my videos short for fear of people not watching my videos. Okay, there we go. We released it. Ding, ding, ding. Celebrate. Woo! There we go. All right, so, and there it pops right on out. See, I shouldn't have even doubted it. King of Swords, setting boundaries, standing in your power, setting boundaries, speaking your truth, communication, right there. King of Swords. Crown be thy glory. I don't know. That just phrase was in my head. I had to say it. I'm definitely getting crown symbolism again. The crown showed up in my last reading too. I was talking about a weird crown. See, I have a weird crown, you guys. I don't know what it is. Which way does this go? Anyways, I won't go into that again. So crown symbolism is coming up, which to me is just royalty. This is that's that leveling up in life. You're now at a higher level in life. The crown is coming out to say, hey, you've leveled up. There's a different level of treatment here. Because you leveled up, you love yourself more, you demand respect, you set boundaries. You don't tolerate people disrespecting your boundaries. Yeah. Nine of Pentacles. I'm even doing that like finger shaking like Nine of Pentacles. Like you've made it. You've made it. That's what You've made it. You're on solid ground. Those feelings of doubt that keep creeping in, wash them away. Wash them away. It's raining. Cry. Let yourself cry. Just cry. Let it go. Let it go. Knight of Cups. There's that emotion. There's that passion. There's that romance. There's those emotions coming in towards you. Someone wants to express something to you. How they're feeling. Yeah. Of course they feel great things to you, but it's individual for everybody. You know, someone's not gonna, by saying express their feelings for you, they're not gonna go, I've loved you this whole time. I can't be without you. You know, I feel someone like kind of romanticizing that in their head. It's more like, you know, someone's been keeping how they feel about you to themselves, and it feels like they want to express, and it feels like, she just came on out, y'all, the Empress. Yeah, they see you as the Empress. Strength, Leo, fire signs here, solar plexus energy, sacral energy. I'm getting also the color white. You may be attracted to white things now. You may notice white things. This is like purification. This is like, you may notice animals approaching you. You have an innocence about you. Animals know you're not going to endanger them. They trust you. So you may notice interactions with animals becoming stranger and stranger. You're a being of light, and it's a pure light. In other words, it's been purified. There we go. You've alchemized a lot of energy here. You're very in tune with nature. Nature has been your guiding light, I'm hearing. Nature has also been part of your purification process. So I feel someone here who's a tree hugger, someone who literally touches the grass with their feet. You're an Empress. And if you don't know that already, Spirit's like, I'm just saying it like you're an Empress. You should know this by now. And someone wants to express that they view you as that. They just don't know how. Do they not know how? Interesting. Queen of Pentacles, the High Priestess, and the Six of Wands. This is all such lovely energy, you guys. Queen of Pentacles, High Priestess, and the Six of Wands. I feel someone here who is very intuitive, has come into their spiritual gifts, has started to live their life on their own terms, has started to make their own money, has started to do what resonates with them. You've followed the path. You have followed the path that's been pulled to you, that you've been pulled to. Interesting. There's alignment there. And this is the victorious path. This is the path of celebrate. This is celebration, you guys. It's the energy I felt today. You've finally made it to a point where you're speaking in confidence. Like when you talk about things, it's now with confidence, not doubt. It's like you've solidified this new level of understanding about who you are. And so when you talk, that it is what it is. Like that's you now, you know? So people may be noticing your changes. They may be noticing they're like, you just walk a little differently, you talk a little differently, you're dressing a little differently, you're standing a little taller. Like this is you showing up authentically. This is you wearing what you want to wear, styling your hair how you want to style it. Realizing that you're a beautiful human being and you're part of the human being collective that I'm tapping into. And I'm getting to say what I've been noticing when I go out in public, and it's hard to see this when you hermit yourself, because I'm getting the people who have hermited. You've been looking at social media. Social media is full of falseness. It's full of illusions. It's full of what people want you to see. When you go out in the real world and you start to see the realness of the real world, you realize like, these people look just like me, act like me. Yeah, this isn't social media. No. There's certain parts of the world where it's like social media capital and there's influencers on every street corner, But and y'all, I consider anyone trying to there's different kinds of influencers, because I could technically be considered an influencer. I'm trying to influence you to follow your highest path. So there's that. But at the same time, am I? I'm just giving messages to you that I feel pulled to give to you. Am I trying to influence you or guide? Are influencers trying to guide you? Or they're just trying to get you to get them views. I don't, it's a confusing world to be in for sure. So I'm getting here, maybe someone is trying to start up like a channel, or they're trying to increase their social media world. They're like following, that kind of thing. But I feel like the message got derailed there. See, it's distracting. Social media is distracting. But yeah, someone here who's been hermiting, staying up in their house, watching news, watching movies, and movies are full of beautiful actors and actresses that we compare ourselves to, and blah 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 blah. It's just this vicious cycle. But when you get out into the world and you see what everyday people are doing and what they look like and what they're wearing, and it's like, oh, that's not what I've been looking at online. They look just like you and me. So there's just something here about comparing yourself, like letting go of comparing yourself to an illusion, and just being confident in who you are, what you look like, what you're wearing. If you want to wear something, wear it. If you want to put your hair up, do it. If you want to cut your hair, do it. It's your body. It's your body. But I'm getting that there are people who still do what they want to do with their body and, how they present to the world. But then they're almost doing it with a chip on their shoulder, like, I dare you to say something to me, And then there's those people who do it and they just show up and treat everybody equal, or not equally. They treat everybody, like, hi, how are you? Don't avoid, and you don't have a chip on your shoulder. This is who you are. So the ones with chips on their shoulders, like they're just ready to be triggered or get defensive about something, then there's a wound that needs to be healed there. Are you showing up authentically, or are you just trying to be rebellious? I don't know. That's coming forward, so I'm saying it. All right, anything else from tarot? My woodland wardens want to, and we're going to end there. Well, this one fell on out, so I'm going to say it. The rooster and sunflower. Oh my God, y'all. Look at the bottom. Communication. Sunflowers you might be seeing a lot of. Roosters or chickens you might be seeing a lot of. I'm also going to toot my own horn that I thought I was going to have to get out the guidebook for the, or maybe they want me to get out the guidebook. No. I'm trying to say, I'm trying to beat my own horn and it won't let me. They're like, okay, enough being braggadocious. There's something definitely here about being braggadocious. Your ego. Checking that ego. Definitely something about checking your ego. Oh, 2 cards came out. We've got the Cayman and Poppy for dreams. Yes. Why did you start? What was your dream? And the porcupine and anemone for boundaries. Yep. King of Swords. Setting boundaries. Yes. I love that my furry friends affirmed everything. Literally everything. Communication. Pure communication. Even after I told my husband how I felt, and he was shocked, I still continued to try to show up in a way that wasn't authentic, and I still didn't communicate my full authenticity. So there was a time where we were butting heads hardcore, and until I was like really raw, I mean, I could tell you about the conversation. I'm not going to, obviously, but we had such a raw conversation about how we both felt, and it was literally the turning point in our relationship. And so I realized the whole time I was the one not communicating. I was the one putting my stuff onto him. I was the one, he was just reflecting back to me all of my issues that I needed to heal. He has no idea that his role was that, but it's so clear now. And I've done so much reflecting and healing in our relationship, and I just feel so blessed that he stayed with me through that. Because, and I even told him the other day, I was like, babe, how like I realized like I was doing, I was the one that was being a certain way and seeing things a certain way. And so that was what was causing such the big rift in us. I mean, obviously he had some things to work on too, but when I was honest, he felt safe to be honest. So there's definitely something here about taking the first step to open up that space of communication. And I feel like it probably will be whoever's tuning in here. So, yeah. And so, yep, it's gone. Wait, let me try to get it back. Oh goodness. Oh, I was like, babe, I don't, how like when that happened, we were able to start healing us fully. And he was like, yeah. I was like, I can't bring myself to reflect on the rest of my life that way, and to think how many things, all the stuff that happened was because I allowed it to happen. Right? So when you start thinking that way, it's like it becomes very intense, and you start getting angry at yourself, and you get sad at yourself, and you're like, it becomes like a full emotional roller coaster, because you realize you were the one all along. And that, my friends, is called an ego death or the start of one. And that's what my husband said. He goes, that sounds like an ego death right there. I was like, that's what I feel like has happened, And so, again, that may come off as braggadocious to some people. I'm just very aware of my journey right now. And I know that the things that I've been through, and just getting so close to spirit and connecting with spirit and doing my research and trusting in the energy, I know now that I had an ego death in our relationship. But the fact that I won't allow myself to think back on other things, it's because I know what's going to happen. So when I'm ready for that, more healing will be done. So see, I'm already in my own way. If I just allow that to happen, who knows, You're always the one in your own way. That's all it is. That's all there is to it. So I think we're good there. Pretty overwhelming, deep, big messages, I feel like, if you really took them to heart, because that means it's just like the biggest transformational energy with Scorpio here. And strength. The strength card wouldn't come out. It's just letting you know that you're going through one of the biggest transformations of your life besides being born and dying. Okay? All right. I'm sending you so much love. And you guys, I'm like this close to launching my website. So I'm so excited. And I know that's what I was celebrating, because I'm like, there's still a little refinement I need to do, but it's so close, and I cannot wait for you guys to see it. And I partnered with someone who is so talented and just understood the vision I was going for and everything. So shout out to her. I don't know if she wants me to say her name, so I'm avoiding that. But if she does want me to say her name, I totally will in the next video. And I might send you her way if you are looking to build a website. Okay. So, anyways, you guys, that is it for this reading, and I will see you next time. In the meantime, if you do want to connect with me, you can click on my link tree that has all of my links there. You can also look at my Etsy shop at Spiritual Teacher for You, and or you could just reach out to me on Facebook or Instagram if you would like a personal reading. Okay, you guys. All right. Bye. It's for real this time.